Hello everyone, so this video is going to be talking about my experience in the first 2 weeks outpatient in the clinic. So overall my experience was amazing. I had an amazing time. I learned so much. The patients that used to come in were scheduled appointments, whether they came in for annual physical exams or they came in for their vaccinations or they came in with a specific complaint that we had to diagnose and treat. I learned so much during those 2 weeks. Some recommendations that I would give you to do if you guys are going to rotate, if you guys are going to be starting your rotation in pediatric, is to definitely try to memorize milestones, memorize the vaccination schedule. That's going to help you a lot because a lot of these patients coming to the clinic are going to be coming for their vaccination, whether 2-month vaccination, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, 11 years, 16 years, because every patient that's going to come into the clinic, if they're 12 months, you're expecting them to be doing some certain things like pincer grasp, like cruising around, or like trying to like walk. That would help you so much to shine during your peds rotation and going there with confidence that you know, okay, we should be expecting at this age for this patient to be doing XYZ. A lot of patients that came in for vaccination, for wellness visits, for annual physical exams, and also a lot of patients came in with some specific complaints like ear infections, rashes, fevers, URIs, which are upper respiratory infections. One patient I can remember that came in, she came in with her mother. She's a 2-month-old patient with a genetic disorder, Williams syndrome. She had a lot of complaints. She had some GI issues, cardio problems, renal problems, kidney problems. She had a lot of issues, and the mom came in for referrals to specialists. My team and I worked on providing her with the referrals to different specialists, kind of organizing on how she's going to be and keeping track on different appointments and all that. But at the same time, she also had different issues and problems like transportation problems. And with the transportation problem, I didn't feel like it was resolved. And here's what happened. So I always tell my friends who are also medical students, don't think that our words are not heard or we're limited to what we could do. We could do so much. We could be proactive and we could actually make a difference. With this patient that came in, her primary complaint, chief complaint, which is referrals, was addressed. But there are the other issues with transportation was not as addressed. Even if you give her referrals, how is she going to get there with no transportation? There's an amazing website that you put the patient's zip code and what problem you want to address, like for instance, transportation, financial problems, insurance problems. And you put in the zip code and they give you these like multiple resources that you could go with contact information. You could reach out to organizations that could help kind of resolve the problem. It's called Neighborhood Navigator. I'm going to put the link down below. So I go to this website, I put in the zip code and I put in like transportation problem and I see all these different links that I started pressing and going to and reading more to see what my patient is qualified for. Do some calls. So I called some different organizations that actually provided transportation. So I went to the attending, let them know. They were like, good job, go print out all these resources and let's go give them to the patient. I felt that I was able to do way more to this patient and my voice was heard. So even as a medical student, always try to be your best. Every patient you go to, treat them as if they're your patient and you're there to like help them as much as possible, and you could do so much.